kickoff's down there. All right.
Moving. So that's real good. Yeah, scoot back a little bit so we can see it a little better. If you do the same thing, we'd probably watch it get over.
Alright.
Everything looked real good there. Kicker miss hits a kickoff, it's a squib because that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to hit. Yeah, when they miss hit it, it's like a squib ball down the middle that's like ugly. That ball, but very rarely you see them pop up a short one or, you know what I mean? It's because they're trying to get that hard driven ball.
Okay.
So that's what they but as long as you just it's to the point where you can control it. So here this time I want to hit a driven ball. You know, the next one you might want to hit shorter and higher purposely. So just being able to adjust and know the different follow-throughs and different techniques.
All right.
As you can. Yeah. You know? So just being able to do both.
Alright, so we got, I'm gonna watch you hit two. Alright. 2 punts first. We'll kind of evaluate and change from there. We'll stay on the goal line, draw a line in your head, and just keep it out
directional.
There. Yep. It doesn't have to be anything insane, but just kind of nice and smooth, keep it in out there. Alright, okay? Okay, you're alright. Good. Beautiful. Okay, it's gonna be harder to turn. Thank you, James. Appreciate it. Alright, so let's head down there and we're going to keep rotating around so we can kind of get everything ready. That was good. The one thing you're supposed to keep is legs. You can keep stepping it all day. Leg strength is important. Was that it? So, knowing that you have a strong leg, you got to try to harness that. You know, we want to. You're gonna use it, but only when you're so comfortable with your technique, you trust your technique so much, then you could swing that hard. Right now, we want you to swing 75, 80%, nice and smooth. I know it's a little harder against a little bit of a headwind. So let's be nice and easy, nice and smooth. And I want everything to go towards that line. I want you to drop you there, and I want you to finish through there.
Orfo, Sean, you ready for punts?
Yeah. Good. Okay, John. Now, which is your nose turned in, because if you have your nose turned in so much, you have to naturally chase it in order to get a good hit. Which is it was a fine hit, but with the goal of this one is keeping it to the right.
Yeah.
It's going to cause you to go to the left. It's going to cause you, if your nose is kind of in, especially if the wind is going to take it anymore, you have to kind of go around and chase it. That was fine. I mean, you're swinging. I mean, this is such small details, and that's the thing that's going to make the difference between a JC punter versus a Division I punter.
Okay.
So, see you after this.
About a minute to wrap up.
Last two here. Okay, let's work on. So remember, a couple things. Very consistent, nice, smooth drop. You want to keep it nice and balanced. And if you need to keep the balance hand on there a little bit longer, you can. This is, I mean, remember, work on one thing at a time. I'm trying to tell you as much as I can in 10 minutes, but we want to keep, once you figure something out, once you figure out, all right, this is something I need to work on, you need to master that before you move on to anything.
Yeah.
Okay? So if your problem is, you know, ball bringing inside, all right, we'll keep it on the outside. Now you guys work on 1,000 reps of that before we move to the next thing. Or if the problem is dropping it too low or too high, or keeping that, to work on one thing at a time. Right. Okay? So let's just go, let's have one goal in mind. What's your goal here?
To hit it to the right.
Okay, that's fine. That's your one goal here. Okay, so anything I could do to get it over there. If that's your one goal, it doesn't matter the ball flight. If that's your only goal right now, then I mean literally, if that was your only goal, I mean to get it for sure, you can kick it over there, you know.
Yeah.
So pick your one goal. What is that? Your same goal right now? That's fine. Yeah. Okay. Let's draw a line out there and know what you're gonna do. Good. Okay. And that's fine. Now what I would do, going from here, I wouldn't necessarily have that as my one goal right now.
Yeah.
I would have ball striking ability, whatever, ball striking consistency or whatever it is. That's yeah. So I would keep I would probably work on one thing with your drop, making a smaller goal. I mean that's an easy goal because like literally you could just hit it out. I mean there's So anyways, let's have you going from here, take one thing at a time and mastering that, and grading yourself. Like okay, did I get 100 out of 100 today, or did I get 50 out of 100, or I didn't do anything. So that's the thing. You make notes. You think okay, what worked today, what didn't, and learn from that every day. But yeah, you got some good potential, man. So yeah. We'll get it. Hey, we got to figure this out. There we go. There we go. All right. So over there? We're a little ahead. Are we? Huge. And just continue working hard, guys. Enjoy the high school experience. High school football is awesome. I definitely miss it. Being in that.
Real quick, I know they probably don't necessarily want to hear it or not. The parents would love that I'm asking this. I want them to hear it because they got big goals, they got great legs. You know how important grades are in recruiting. Grades, SATs, that whole 9 yards. They've heard it from me, they hear it from the parents. I want them to hear it from you guys. You've been through all that. Please listen to this, guys.
Yeah, well,
help with your goals.
Athletics, I mean, they're going to take you places, but their school is huge. I mean, I can't tell you enough. We're in different spots, but throughout my career in the NFL, I mean, I've been in 6 teams in 5 years. It's been bounced around. It's very stressful. Having that solid foundation in school there's nothing, you can't beat that. Getting into college, they're not going to make exceptions for especially for punters and kickers. Getting into school, the guys. I mean, I always took academics very seriously. Was a second-team academic All-American in college, and that's going to take you a lot farther than athletics are eventually in life. And this game, you can only play this game for so long, but prepare yourself. Take high school seriously. It's so important. It's a foundation for what you're going to do the rest of your life. So continue working hard on it.
Any questions you guys think for Robert? Again, we really appreciate it. Yeah. Round of applause for Robert, please. Thank you very much. All right, Sammy?
Yes, pretty much to elaborate on what he's saying, the little things. We're working with a lot of you guys over there where I have you change something in the first couple of kicks, you wouldn't see anything work from that. The third, fourth, fifth. Lots of times when you're tweaking stuff, it's easy to give up on it, but you gotta change stuff to improve. So stay committed to the little things changing. Like you said, you're gonna get worse before you get better, and it might take time before you see results, but it's important to constantly be thinking and studying on how I can get better, because you can always get better. Like that's one thing about kicking and punting is you're never perfect. You'll never be perfect. You're gonna miss a kick. You're gonna shank a punt. It's always gonna happen. So you're always chasing to be perfect, even though you never will be. So you can always improve on that. Same thing he said though. You have a lot of talent out here. I think you guys definitely have potential to be where we're at, and just keep working hard. And same thing with grades. Stay focused. If you want it, stay committed to it, and wake up every day thinking that's what I want to do, and just go get it. That's pretty much I think what it comes down to.
Sammy, if you talk to them a little bit, some of them have films, some of them don't yet. I always say, let's make sure we call every coach at school.
D1, D2, some D3s, and then he gave me the list, and I kind of just went through the list and the top X amount that I really wanted them to watch it. Because lots of times these guys will get filmed, they go in a box. So he told me, call them, email them, stay on them, make sure that make sure they know who you are, so they will watch your film, even if you got to call them 10 times and annoy them. Finally, they'll be like, okay, maybe I should just watch this guy's film and stop calling me. So, you got to stay on it. You get phone numbers, just introduce yourself. Hey, I sent a film there a week ago. Would you mind picking it up, just giving it a watch, or email them, whatever you got to do. But you definitely got to be proactive, because they're getting films from a ton of kids who are sitting at home thinking that they're watching it, or hoping that they're watching it. You just make sure they watch it. Just stay on top of that. That's just like anything else, though. Like I said, you really want it, you can make it happen. You just gotta have the initiative.
Question for either of you. I'm sure you've had a lot of coaches throughout your career coaching you different techniques and styles. How do you take in all of that feedback and make it happen?
I'd say a lot of it is what works best for you. Everyone, like, you could just tell from watching us for 10 minutes, we're both different style punters. He's a lot more flexible guy. His follow through is way up here. I'm a little more direct out guy. So it just depends on the person, and you just take what works for you. And for the most part, most guys know what they're talking about. The range of things are pretty similar. But yeah, just you try it, give it a chance. If it's something you feel like it's helping you, if it's not, you just gotta pick and choose. I was telling one of the guys, you always be analyzing your technique, your form, and studying other people. In college, I watched a lot of films on YouTube. I type in Thomas Morstead punting, and I just watch his film, watch his technique, and I try his stuff. It might not work for me, but I was constantly trying to figure out ways. Okay, how could I take what he does and use it to help me?
The techniques are almost always the same. The style, we have completely different styles of hunting. The style is going to be what you put on it. The techniques, the basics are all the same. And that's the thing when you go into college. Typically when you go to college, they have special teams coaches. They don't have so you're not going to really learn a whole lot from these college coaches. You're going to trust that they did their recruiting, and all of you guys are good enough to play for them. And they're not going to change a whole lot with your kicking. That's why you have kicking coaches, and that's where you grow. And this is where you do the biggest growth right now. In high school, throughout high school, in the first couple years of college is when you change the most things. Once you find something that works for you, you stick with it. And then from there, it's kind of directing your own craft. Especially in the NFL, there's not many coaches that are going to be able to teach us much more than we already know. Little things we're always working on. Because like you said, we're always striving to be perfect. But there's only so much you can do to get there. And so, with kicking coaches is huge because you're not going to get that in actual school. Kicking coaches is really actually take that, really break down film and study the craft.
Questions for Sammy, guys? Good to see you again.
Yeah,
Thanks
for
for the
sure.
relationship. Round of applause for Sam Martin, guys, please. Thank you. All right, we got Robert's new with the Redskins, so I've got the Jets picture. Yeah, he did very well with the Jets. 84-yard punt, longest in the league last year, so he's going to sign that for your autograph. Pictures with you, your friends, your family. What we kind of do is just sort of make a line over here, and you'll come through Robert. Got a picture of Sam that he'll sign for you. Pictures and kind of event wrap up. So
Can we get one in front of the kicking?
why don't we head over there to kind of do it all?